Hey there, I welcome you all to another episode of Shashil Arena. And yeah, I have been posting, I will be posting this video after some time. So apologies about that. But I have been super busy. And as you can see, the change of my background. Currently, I am back in Delhi and it feels amazing to be back, and I really needed it. Like, I feel rejuvenated. I have been trying to just spend a lot of time with myself and with my parents, my mom. So it's highly refreshing. It's like breeze of like fresh air that I really, really needed actually. Because when you are in an environment constantly surrounded by that, like just a couple bunch of people, you just get very, it could get very overwhelming. So that's what happened. And yeah, this was the much needed break. And to start off with, I wish you all a very, very happy Diwali to you and your family. And I'm so sorry if you are somebody who are not able to meet their family and friends. Well, I mean, taking everything being has its own advantage and disadvantage. Maybe it's the right time of the year to self reflect and spend time alone. I think like through this journey when I was not making the video, I was actually able to work on myself a lot more. And I just, right now, if you ask me, I'm very 100% comfortable in being alone. So yeah, with that, let's start with our discussion today. So today I wanted to talk about confidence, and I have been meaning to talk about this topic and upload this particular video on my channel, and it's been a while. So yeah, here I am. So I actually watch a lot of YouTube videos about some of my famous motivational speakers that I'm going to be listing here and here. So, yeah, I have heard a lot of controversies about the Wizard Liz, and some people say that her way of and her ideas behind relationship about like a woman being just a receiver and a man being the whole, giver in every aspect, also covering all the financial, everything about like for the woman. I really do not agree with it. But apart from that, everything she talks about on confidence, how to become a confident woman, I think I pretty much stand by it. So today I'm just gonna be sharing like couple tips and things that really helped me like become more towards a confident woman. So stay tuned and I hope you enjoy this video. Actually wanted to start this video by talking about, I'm so big on healing, talking about childhood trauma and triggers, how cleansing those triggers and working upon it can actually, heighten and basically try and basically help you become a more confident person. So the correlation is when you are working on yourself, on basically cleansing your triggers and trauma, you are basically becoming more emotionally intelligent, more emotionally aware of your own emotions and your surroundings, the people you're surrounded with. So you are able to pick up on emotions very like easily, and when you are able to do that, you become more mindful on how to deal with your emotions. And when that happens, you gradually see yourself becoming this confident woman, man, other genders. So it's a good feeling. On all in all, it's a very good feeling. So I think becoming and the route towards becoming more confident has a lot to do with working on oneself. And when I say working on oneself, basically working on our emotions our traumas and trigger points that would help us becoming more mindful of our emotions, and then we become emotionally intelligent, and that what helps us the great deal in becoming more confident. Because as you would see, I have seen a lot of people who have great stories to tell, but since they lack confidence, since they do not have that grasp on themselves, they are not able to tell their story or tell that fact, whatever, in that manner. So I think it's really lagging, like in our immediate surrounding, the need to basically become confident. And of course, there shouldn't be like pressure or anything. Everyone are, each one of us we are on our own timeline. Yeah. But I think it is important to like work upon ourselves, and then just relate it with becoming more confident. Because yeah, sometimes you must be just laying back and thinking about, I want to become a confident person, but then really not working on yourself and your emotions, becoming more emotionally intelligent. So that can serve as a little bit of a drawback or an obstacle for you. So that's point number one. The second point has to be about owning your story. So when I talk about Shrishti, who was doing her bachelor's in Delhi University, I made a couple of wrong choices. Let me tell you that, and it got me to like a certain phase which heightened my social anxiety in general. I had to go take counseling, heal and all that. It's a part, it's like all a process where you grow as an individual. As I said earlier, like we all are on our own timelines, so there's no pressure. But having said that, yes, if you want to become somebody who's like confident, like who walks across a room and just lightens up like the whole room, this is what really you need to like work upon first, as I mentioned, just you know um to be cleansing your traumas and triggers to become emotionally intelligent. And this second point has to do with owning your story. So like I had a great time in dealing with and in basically accepting all the messes and all the wrong choices. I'm so considerate in what I speak, so I'm just gonna say there's nothing right or wrong. There are choices we make, and each choices we make, they have their own outcomes and repercussions. Even if there's a situation where we do not make a choice, there is gonna be an outcome for it, like a defined outcome. So all I want to say is we need to own up to our past. um, I don't want to relate it with if someone of you has done something terrible. By terrible, I mean hurt somebody intentionally. I mean that's another level of topic right there. But then owning up to your story, so that when you're meeting a stranger and you want to like get to know them better, so you're able to tell about yourself from a third perspective, like literally looking at your story from a third eyes view, so that it gives you more clarity, and you are just owning up to it. I'm not saying that to be proud of something you foolishly did in the past, but then owning up to that, learning the lessons from it. I think it's very important to not be shameful and to not be just dragging in and like keep drowning in our own past. I think it doesn't lead us to nowhere. And because of the bad past, sometimes we lack that confidence in the present moment. So I think it's really, really, really important to own our story, like the story which has got me here to making this video, the story that has got you here to like start working on yourself, cleansing your trauma, trigger points. So that's the second, and that's I think one of the most important part for me. So the third very important thing is to basically work on your physical outlook. So some people might just say that, when you're working on your confidence and self-esteem, you have to do a lot of internal work in order to like really get into love with your inner self and like the inner part of your soul. But while you're doing it, I think it's also very, very important to work on your physical body, because let's say if you have become confident in your personality and overall inner aspects, but then you haven't really worked on your body, so you don't really look like really like how you have this belly, or like you have some kind of hair, you want some like smoothed hair and all that. And I understand like most of us talk, watching this video could be students, and we could have like financial limitations as to walk on our body. It could be that you can't afford going to a gym membership. You can't afford to go to a salon and get something done to your hair. That's absolutely one possibility. But then, whatever we can, I think we can be really mindful about it. If you do not have that finances to go to and avail a gym membership, you can always start from your home. If you cannot afford going to a parlor or salon, you can always start from your home. Get minimal, basic, bare minimum products that would help your hair look more smooth. Just really invest whatever you can in whatever way. And yeah, so I think it's really, really important to work on our physical outlook. Personally, for me, if I take just a small example, I have like curly hair. So like whenever I do my curly hair girl routine, it just boosts up my confidence, because it really, magnifies my curls. I mean, right now it's kind of like off, not that great, but it really boosts up my overall confidence, because it's so important to take care of your body, and like the shell that you are in on this planet. I think it's really important. So that would be the an important point. Right. So another important thing that I want to mention is confidence comes along with a strong grasp on your time. So if you have a good time management skills and management of your energies, like on things and situations, matters and people, how you're investing your energy, it also serves a great deal in helping you boost your confidence. Because personally, for me, I'm an individual who loves to orient things, and have a very good, solid respect for time, because it just helps me to, get along with all the tasks that I need to do. So for me, it helps a great deal. So what I do is I basically, I love Beyonce, and I literally have a wallpaper of Beyonce on my phone and my iPad. So whenever I like lose the sense of time, I like to imagine what Beyonce would do with her time and how she would manage her time, because she has like hundreds of things to do, things to achieve, look out for, and that really helps me to like invest my energy and time in solid things, on things that's gonna matter for me for like next months, in couple of months, in couple of coming years. So that's one thing. I mean, it might sound kind of kiddish for some of you, but it really helps me to be in the true essence of how to manage my time and energy on things that are really important. And when I'm doing that, I'm actually doing and investing my time on becoming more confident, upskilling myself, which is going to make me more confident. So that's one important point. Another very important point is to basically be with people that are only going to uplift you and help you grow. In my past, I have been people, being an empath is very, very, very easy for me to basically attract my polar opposite, which is a narcissistic personality and a very manipulative, dark personality. So I would attract those kind of people. But then when I become mindful of it, I'm able to really, really like choose who I allow, in my life. So when I'm allowing and very mindful of choosing who I get to keep in my life journey on this transformation journey, I'm very, very picky, right? And I'm only picking up people who are confident, working on themselves. I know like confident comes, it's just not like you wake up and you're confident. It doesn't happen like that. It's a process and you need to go through it in order to be confident, owning your story, owning yourself, and come out as a very beautiful main character of your life. But it's not easy. But I like the people. I like to get surrounded by people coming from the same mentality of learning and growing. And I think it's really important for me as an individual to be surrounded by those sort of people. So the people you surround with yourself with, I think, is a really important aspect that you should consider and you should keep checking actually. So that's that. Also, the last and the most important point is becoming consistent. Becoming consistent, if I were to be 100% honest with you all, is something I'm still learning. Your girl is not as consistent as she would love to be. As you can see, I uploaded videos and I was so motivated, passionate to keep on making videos, but then life happens, a couple of stuff happens, a couple of things are thrown on your way. You need to get done through it, move forward, and you lose that pace, you lose that essence, that motivation. So be consistent. I know it's very difficult actually, and I'm still trying to become more consistent in my life. I would love to make a video on this when I have my, like when I have my tools and my backpack ready to talk about this stuff. But yeah, my besties, it is time for us to be consistent, to become more confident. So yeah, that were a couple of points I wanted to talk about, like how to become more confident, how to own up your story, and I hope you like this video. I wanted to thank a couple of you who reached out to me. I received a couple of DMs, not many, just a couple, and you all really opened up to me about your problem, and I'm really, really grateful for it. I'm really grateful that I could open up that safe space wherein you just could DM me about your problems, about what's troubling you. I'm not a counselor, a psychologist. I do not hold any mental health counseling degree, but I'm so happy that I'm able to advocate about something as important as mental health and inclusion, confidence, which is so important part of our lives. And I feel very happy that I'm creating that safe space to have open conversation about it. So I'm really grateful that you came to me, and I hope I have been a good listener. So I hope I was able to help you and cater to you in one way or the other, and it really motivated me to actually make this video and just keep on making the video. So a huge shout out to you guys, and you are all warriors. You all are doing amazing, and you're gonna do great. That I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and like this video. It will really, really, really motivate me to help and keep making more videos. With that, happy Diwali once again, and lots of love to you guys. Bye.